So the last tech revolution that we saw, the legal tech revolution, was a search engine where people could search judgments, etc. Fast forward to today's date, what we are seeing for the first time is you can now find meanings, semantic meanings, get inferences and more intelligence out of this data that is there.
What happens is a lot of manual, menial task, which is very important, but it is so repetitive that people usually really get tired. That is the part where we want to automate in such a way that once it's automated, the real work is to actually think, analyze, which the humans can do better than AI.
So the idea behind it is simple. Use data to supplement your workflows. Now, Lexlegis is built on one of the deepest proprietary legal data sets in the world. 14 million plus case laws from India and the United States. That translates to roughly about 20 billion authenticated legal tokens. And this has been built over 3 decades of legal engineering and building data sets. So it's not an overnight scrap operation. No synthetic shortcuts, all manual, verified legal truth. Because in law, trust is everything.
How we are different? Because we are one of the largest data owners and we have fine-tuned models for very, very superior outcomes. These outcomes cannot come if you don't have, a data yourself. I personally would have about 75 years, considering my grandfather, my father, and myself, of legal experience, which I'm trying to get it out through these systems and solutions that we're trying to bring.
So because we have our extremely extensive, the database of judgments and documents, we're able to give something called citations, where we say this answer is given by a platform because of this case mentioned in this code or this case mentioned in that code. And that supporting citation gives them even more confidence that this answer is exactly what we need.
So we have identified 3 use cases in majority of these, and we call it the legal aid: ask, interact, and draft, AID. Ask is the judicial research. I is for interact, that is document interaction, that you have got some documents and you want to understand it, and then you want to draft it. So these are the primary 3 work that happens in any law setup. All of these 3 things we are very finely stitched together, and we are now coming up with workflows which will really improve the quality of work and the outputs that these law firms or these general counsel offices, etc. are doing.
Right now, a lot of AI tools are there. You give them a 100-page document, it'll summarize for you. But that document is actually going to the net. It's going somewhere. It's not with you, and nobody can take that risk.
For courts and governments or anybody who values privacy, cloud-only AI is not an option. Security isn't a feature, it's a responsibility. Lexlegis.ai introduces air-gapped legal AI, fully offline, fully sovereign, fully secure, so that your data never leaves your environment, runs entirely within your infrastructure, no external transfers, no shared models, no exposure.
I would call it the super air-gapped. So what happens is that the AI inference engine and the GPU compute capacity resides in a very small box. That box, which possibly comes in your palm, resides on your desk. So our fine-tuned models and our application sits in this box, and whichever software or engine that you're using a Mac or a Dell or a ThinkPad, you could connect your desktop or your laptop to this, and you could, without the data leaving your desktop, you're able to get very fine inference and output.
The models that we offer with our air-gapped on-desk AI, you can use our proprietary fine-tuned LLMs to draft those orders with ease and with the highest code-verified, code-approved standard formats right there offline without touching the internet, so that data stays within your environment and your drafts are quality approved and safe.
We have the data, we have the intelligence, we have the user experience on top. I think that should be the reason why everybody should come to Lexlegis, and that's our goal.
We don't just come as a player to get a technology in, we actually want to make a difference. We would want that our software is used to, solve cases. We don't have a backlog maybe in a couple of years. We are able to help people that's the aim.
I think the bunch objective of a company is to accelerate justice by whatever solutions that it will take and whatever technology that it will take. And I very firmly believe that this objective of Lexlegis.ai to accelerate justice is key to whatever solutions that we are building. And that is going to be the fundamental base of all the applications, all the solutions that we build for all the users.